What's going on, guys? I'm sorry. Well, I don't have any followers yet, so probably it's your first time watching one of my videos anyway, so it's all good. I'm just gonna do my final mock draft one day away from the draft, and yeah, I just can't help it. So just give me a sec. Had to. Anyway, I'm gonna go over the urgent needs and future needs real quick, and then I'll have like a checklist. Yeah. So under urgent needs, I have wide receiver, offensive line depth, defensive end depth, a backup quarterback, and a kicker. And then future needs, which pretty much everything gets checked off here except for safety, but I'll get to that. I have safety, cornerback, linebacker, center. And I'm just going to dive right into this. First round, honestly, you could go anywhere. I have us taking Anthony Barr out of UCLA. They've shown interest, and Caldwell's come out and said he wants a pass rusher, and Anthony Barr fits that. The problem with him is I'm not in love with the pick, but I think it's going to happen. He could be a complete bust. He's got the biggest bust potential, but at the same time, it can be a very high reward. I don't love the pick, but that's where I'm going with round one. Round two, I had Marquise Lee, but I don't think he's going to be there. So Jordan Matthews, wide receiver out of Vanderbilt. The pick makes sense. We need a wide receiver that's not named Calvin Johnson, even though we did just sign Golden Tate. If one of them get hurt, our offense goes back to being stale, and I don't want I want more options for Stafford. Chris Durham, Kevin Ogletree, Jeremy Ross, not cutting it. I'm sorry. I think that will make our offense potent, and there will be no stopping us. That's my personal opinion. Round three, I have us taking Stanley John Batiste. He's out of Nebraska. This is a name I actually just heard the other day. Kind of looked more into him. He's very underrated. I don't know much about him, to tell you the truth, but I know he'll be the best corner on the board at this point. And from what I heard, he's very underrated. He's got very good potential, and from what I heard, it's like shocking that he's not maybe a second round pick, maybe even late first round pick. From what I've heard, I'm sorry, I don't know much about him. Go look him up. Stanley John Batiste out of Nebraska. Round four, I have us taking defensive end Will Clark, and I don't know if he's gonna come in and start right away. We have Jason Jones coming off a foot or Achilles injury. So you don't know how he's going to respond. And you have Devin Taylor coming into his second year. He played pretty well last year, but you don't know what you'll get from him. I do think to start week one starters are going to be Ansah and Jason Jones on the outside, but Will Clark, good depth, good to have. And then with our other fourth round, we have 3 fourth-round picks actually. I was taking defensive tackle Will Sutton. Our defensive tackle situation is kind of weird right now. With both Nick Fairley and Ndamukong Suh's future pretty up in the air. At the end of the day, I think Suh's going to be back. No matter what, we're not trading him. He'll get his money. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Nick Fairley, on the other hand, he's I like him when he's not taking a stupid penalty, but I don't know what kind of money he's going to ask for. They're trying to see what we're going to get out of him this year. At the end of the day, I'd like to keep him too, but just in case. Will Sutton, by the way, I don't know if Nick Fairley is going to be back at all, to tell you the truth. I really do not know. That's something I guess I'll touch on later on in the year. Like, see what's going on. You'll know more probably November, December when the season plays out. With round 4, Gabe Ikard, center out of Oklahoma, pretty straightforward. Dominic Raiola is old. He's got a year, maybe even 2 left in him, but Gabe Ikard, let him learn behind them. And then you got yourself a center for the future. That's pretty straightforward. I don't see how we cannot be an NFL starter. I've watched tape. He's solid, all around solid. And yeah, round 6, backup quarterback time out of San Jose State. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with his tape. Not the strongest arm in the world, but David Fales. He's accurate. He's smart. You can develop him. He can become a starter in this league. But we all know Matthew Stafford's here as our starter. But solid backup. Yeah. And then kicker Nate Freeze. Mr. David Akers was awful I thought he was awful last year. I didn't think he was clutch at all. But he's gone now. So we have 2 kickers on our roster. John Potter and Trevecchio or something. Scrap both of them. They won't be here. They're not going to be our kickers. Nate Freeze will be. He had a good career. I'm not going to talk much about a kicker. That's my final mock draft. I'm out.